Okay, so thank you and everybody and welcome to the class. Okay, so welcome to Ielts writing class this evening, and I'm your regular host again. Isaac is my name. So, like I said, I've been able to resolve what the issue I was facing, and I think I'm now alive. Yes. Okay, so the thing here is that I will go straight into the lecture now. I think most of us can see the lecture slide. I think I'm showing the wrong slide. Let me just go to the right slide. I'm showing the wrong slide. Okay. Okay. Let me check the right slide. Okay. Okay. Now, so this evening is about writing, and then it's about writing conclusion. Okay, I will go back. I said 10. This is lecture 13. Okay, so these are the stages I said I was going to take us through. For those who started with me, um, uh, in this season, because the writing does not stop, I'm going to restart again, or I'm going to go into other aspect of writing before we restart. We're going to be treating writing conclusion here today. We've, we've done sentence structure, vocabulary development, one, two. We've done identifying question, the question, writing introduction, writing main body, and writing conclusion. We've not done writing argument. Yes. And under writing argument, I'm going to say writing, presenting your opinion. So those things, it depends on the type of essay that I will be that you are writing. Some essay do not write, you need to write argument, whereas some essays you need to write argument. So today we'll be going into writing conclusion, and possibly I'm going to be bringing in another question so that we can treat the question. Okay, so that we can treat the question, and then so that we'll be able to have a good knowledge of how to write a essay from the beginning again. So I'm going to teach us how to write conclusion now. Okay, let's go from here. This was the essay that we wrote the last time. I wrote the introduction here, and I wrote two main body. I improved some people's main body. Okay, because main body was the focus. Okay, this is introduction. This is main body one. Okay, I think this is main body two. Maybe this was what I improved for someone. I can't even differentiate it. Let me see. Yes, this was my main body two, except I missed something. Yeah. Okay. I improved some people's main body. Yes, I did that. I did that. Okay, now I want to write conclusion. In the introduction, I will recap again. One of the things you need to do in your introduction is you need to rephrase the question and then highlight the discussion points. Yes, those are the two things you will do in your introduction. Introduction is all about, please, it makes you not to deviate from the plan. Okay, rephrase the question statement. The question statement. Those are the two things you will do in introduction. Number two, the number two is actually very, for those who can go, they can take their essay to the south, that is, go the wrong way. Okay, and then highlight Your discussion points. Okay, that was what I did here, and this was the question. Some film companies spend millions of dollars on the production of a single movie. Okay, I wrote this one in class the last time or previously. A number of movie production firms invest huge capital in film production. Okay, this high expenditure on a single film becomes necessary because finance plays a huge role in the success of a movie, okay, of a film, in the aspect of quality reception from the audience and critics, as well as contribute significantly to commercial success of a movie. You can see those are my discussion points, and I highlighted them in my introduction. Yes, okay. And there were two questions. Is it necessary to spend a lot of money? Okay, so I said I support the fact that you need to spend money. What factors contribute to success? I did not deal with that here because I said you can choose not to raise the second issue in your introduction. So the main body now, I said number one is the idea statement. Okay, and this was in red, discuss, illustrate, this was in green. Then validate your idea if possible, because some people say, I find it hard writing 250 words. If you are the type that find it hard writing at least 250 words, if you go through this process, you will be able to get 250 words at least. Okay, so that's what makes the body of an essay. If you have two issues to discuss, follow the same pattern. That was the same pattern. The second issue was what other success factor are needed for film production. Okay, and then I said we discussed, I introduced the idea here, then discuss, then validate. Okay, so now we will go into the conclusion for today. Please, everybody, you must be set to write. That's the truth, because I will actually be giving us another essay after I've written the introduction. Yes, I will be doing that so that you will need to participate, and then um, I will actually that is give feedbacks to the those who contribute. Okay. So the conclusion here now, your conclusion is number one, rephrase the question again. Okay. Oh, I'm writing again the question again. Okay. Then summarize your discussion. It's asking me to use the American version. Your discussion. So those are the two things. If it's an opinion essay, uh, if state your position or opinion, if it is if it is an opinion, but normally essay, but normally I normally say I prefer you state and maybe defend your position in a separate paragraph before the conclusion. But if you are a slow writer, you can just follow the first method. Okay, second, in a separate paragraph before the conclusion. But this one is not an opinion essay. That is, yes, is more of a narration. what are the success factor? Do you think that's an opinion, but it didn't ask specifically or present two arguments? When two arguments are presented and is asking for your opinion, that's what I mean by this. Okay, let's go back to the conclusion now. I'll be sorry, to the question statement. Okay, and this is the question statement. Some film companies spent millions of dollars. Okay, okay. So is it necessary? Okay. So I want to conclude now. Okay. So in conclusion, okay. Okay. I want to say in conclusion, the fact that some movie production firms spend hugely, okay, on movies, okay, okay, on movies is a necessity, okay, okay, as finance plays a huge role in the success of any, okay, movie production, okay, so I can continue, okay, uh, money is crucial, okay, to, okay, procuring uh, gadgets, employing, okay, highly talented, because those are the things I actually said in my discussion. Okay, money is crucial to procuring gadgets, employing highly talented actors and actresses. Okay, and it also play um, a critical role in the okay, commercial success of any film. Okay, those are the issues I discussed because in conclusion, the fact that some movie production firms spend hugely on movies, okay, films, let me change this one to films, is a necessity as finance plays a huge role in the success of any movie production. Okay, money is crucial to procuring gadgets, employing, I missed this part, I say employee, highly talented actors and actresses, sorry, and it also plays a crucial role, a critical role in the commercial success of any film. Okay, so that was the first issue I discussed. I have summarized what I discussed. Okay, other uh, maybe success determinant for movies are, okay, what did I mention? These are the things that I mentioned. Uh, okay, okay, I said it plays a, but there are other equally important success factors, amongst which are the knowledge and competence of movie director and also the skillfulness or, okay. So now other, sorry, other success determinant for movies are the production, okay, crew, okay, that is the producer, if that's script writer, okay, what other thing did I mention? Director, sorry, I think director and producer are the things I mentioned here. Okay, so that is the director and script writer, okay, as they are responsible for coordinating, okay, for coordinating the cast and ensuring a good storyline uh, that captivates the audience. Okay, so that's how to write conclusion. So conclusion is about number one, rephrase the question, and let me go into it now. In conclusion, this was where I rephrased the question. Okay, and it was like I was even taking a position. Look at it. Okay, somebody is sending me a message. Let me check the person. Okay, fine. In conclusion, the fact that some movie production firms spend hugely on films, okay, this spelling is not correct, okay, is a necessity. I said it's compulsory as finance plays a huge role in the success of any movie production. Okay, and I started summarizing what I said. Money is crucial to, okay, I can even say no doubt, because I am trying to re-emphasize and conclude. Money is crucial to procuring gadgets, employing highly talented actors and actresses, and it also plays a critical role in the commercial success of any film. Other success determinant for movies, maybe outside, okay, of money are the production crew, that is the director and the scriptwriter, as they are responsible for coordinating the cast and ensuring a good storyline that captivates the audience. Okay, this is the summary of everything that I actually said in in the essay. Okay, now I can put it together. Other success determinants. I'm trying to see if there's any gap. So here, the one I painted in red is actually the space where I used to reiterate the question. The fact that some movie production company, I don't need to start it the way I started the introduction. This was my introduction. A number of movie firms invest huge capital in film production. This high expenditure on a single film becomes necessary. Okay, so when I'm writing my conclusion, spend usually on film is a necessity as finance plays a huge role. Okay, I missed something in the success of any movie production. No doubt, money is crucial to procuring gadgets, employing highly talented actors and actresses, and it also plays a critical role in the commercial success of any film. If you read this paragraph, it's a summary of the paragraph. Number one, finance plays a critical role in the success of a film, most especially in recent time as production gadgets like camera, sound equipment, and stage set are increasingly money consuming due to the technological investment in this gadget. Also, reputable movie casts that pull audience to the cameras are expensive, to the cinema are expensive cash. All these factors contribute significantly to the quality of a film because production equipment determine the quality of output, while renowned actors and actresses who are able to interpret a story properly help attract large audience, which invariably determine the commercial success of any movie. You can see that what I just wrote in the first statement here was a summary of my first paragraph. Sorry, let me color code it in something else. Let me in green. You can see, and the second aspect was a summary of also my second paragraph. Admittedly, money plays a huge role in film success, but there are other equally important success factors, among which are the knowledge and competence of the movie director and also the skillfulness of the script writer. Okay, you can see that that was what I discussed here. So that is what you need to do also while writing your conclusion. Okay, so you need to just wrap it up. So you need to indicate to the marker that you are writing a conclusion. In conclusion, okay, summarily, conclusively, you need to indicate. It makes the person understand that, okay, now you are submitting or you are bringing your essay to a conclusion. So transit appropriately. Okay, so that is it. Now, before I bring up my question, the question, because I want us to write an essay from the beginning today, even if we can't conclude today. If you have any question, please, you can. I want you to send your question. I want to be able to respond so that I won't just be teaching. Yes, I want you to send your question if you have any question that about. This essay is not too tough, especially when you have the right words, the right vocabulary to transit. Okay, so I'm waiting. I will be bringing up my question now, the one that we would start writing and practicing. Yes, because some of us, we are very, very busy. Okay, we are very, very busy to the extent that we don't really even do our weekly task. Okay, so this is an avenue for you to participate. Okay, so I am waiting. I'm bringing up my question. I'm trying to find a question that is a bit narrative, not argumentative. Okay, please, I'll be waiting and expecting if there is any question. Okay, we don't have question. Okay, no problem. I'll assume we don't have any. This is how to write a conclusion. Please follow the pattern. You can request for the essay after the class because in this slide is a full essay of movie production, a question on movie production. So you can request for it, go over it. Okay, I didn't really, I've not scrutinized the essay because it's not that the essay uh, doesn't have a mistake. I didn't, but it's minimally good. Okay, so that is the essay. Okay. Trying to pick something not too cumbersome, something straightforward. Okay, someone said something to me now. Okay, no problem. You're requesting for the essay. Hmm. I don't want us to treat. Do you agree or disagree? I will bring a simple question now. Yes. Nothing. This is a good question. I think some people have been part of this. Okay, this is my question. Number one, this is the question. This is a long question, so not really a problematic something. Okay, for a long time, art has been considered an essential part of all culture in the world. However, nowadays, people's value have changed, and we tend to consider science and technology more important than art. Okay, what do you think are the causes of this? That is, why the change in trend and what can be done to draw people's attention to art. Okay, this is the task I want us to do this evening. The first thing I want you to do now is I want you to plan, okay? Because I have told you you need to plan your essay. Those are the things I put us through when we did the processes. It's just 9:30. I will give you 5 minutes to plan because under exam condition, plan. 5 minutes, use it to plan. Then after the 5 minutes, I'll give you like 5 minutes to write your introduction. Yes. So by 9:35, 9:36, I will expect if you want to send your plan, fine. If you don't want to send it, don't send it. I just want to see your introduction at the end of by 9:40. But as the time is ticking, I'll be doing something. I will not be writing. I will just be giving light to this essay in particular. Okay, the thing there is that this is the question statement. Look at it. So you know that you need to rephrase this in your own words. Okay, but I'm going to break it into two. There are two aspects. Number one aspect is the fact that consider that art used to be very popular in time past, a crucial part of our culture. But now, the thing that has happened is the fact that there are more attention being paid to science, technology, and business. Okay, so you see, that's the issue. So when you are rephrasing your question statement, you need to consider these two statements. Your statement, they don't need to be separate, and they can be separate depending on how you come about or how you're going to be passing across your information. For those of us, please, I would really like you to participate so that I'll be able to start correcting the areas that are problematic. Okay, so that's the introduction. And that's the first part of the introduction. The second aspect of the introduction is this. What do you think are the causes? That is, what is responsible? Causes, because I have said it when we're treating it, if it tells you causes, it means you need to have at least 2 points. Don't have more than that. Maybe you will discuss it in the same paragraph. If you're a fast writer, you can discuss each issue in different paragraphs. If you can elaborate enough, but you can discuss them. Okay, what can be done? Since it is singular, you can discuss one solution or you can discuss two Preferably, if you discuss a solution that addresses maybe the problem that you have raised. Okay, so that's how to go about it. The issue is art used to be very important part of our culture, but now let me say the culture in the air is science, technology, and business. Okay, so what do you think? I won't give points because I want you to think under exam condition, you will be the one doing the thinking. So 5 minutes to plan because do it as if you are in your exam hall. Then the next 5 minutes to write your introduction. Don't be too much in a hurry to just start writing. Don't. Okay. I'll be giving feedback on the spot for those who write and send. This is now 9:35. You should be planning to start writing now. Okay, for those who are just joining for the first time, I'm not sure we have many of that, or those who are joining via YouTube stream, I might be able to pick one or two people if you send your responses from YouTube. Yes, I'm using that to encourage those who are watching live on YouTube. Okay, okay, so we can start writing. So it's 9:36. I'm expecting the introduction by 9:41. Yes, 9:41, 9:41. Okay, first stage, rephrase the question. Yes, it will give it meaning. And for those who are saying, or those who say, I find it hard to write 250 words, just rephrase the question in the introduction. Then the second part is highlight your discussion point. You can decide to involve the two in the introduction or leave out the second one. Yeah, you can just address the cause, but don't forget when you are discussing the body, but sometimes it's preferable you highlight because some people might just go when they do not highlight what they need to write in introduction in the main body, they just go astray writing things that are not related to what they've been given to write. Okay, okay. Okay, 2 more minutes to write an introduction. 2 more minutes. Okay, somebody has sent one introduction. I'm still waiting. Okay, it's 11, it's 9:41. I've only seen one. Mm. Okay, I'm giving extended time because I think I want us to participate. Mm. Okay, it's 42. I've not seen anybody reading an introduction. The thing there is that I'm waiting just 1 more minute. If there is nobody that writes introduction, I'm discouraged. I would write introduction, but I won't be writing the main body. I will just close for the day because I really, really want us to participate. I've gotten only one person's response and it's 9:43. Okay, this was the response I got, but I think this person only addressed one part, and then there are even some problems with that part that was addressed. Okay, I'm going to pick, this is the second response. Our forefathers consider heart as a sport to life. What this means, I don't know. That's why I can't really figure it. Okay, sport to life. I don't know. Maybe there's an expression like that that I'm not well aware of. And it seems attractive to majority of them. Many of our forefathers surrounded their lifestyle around art and live within the pressure. Okay, the issue that you were trying to do, you went above board, that is, you went beyond the scope. It was only the first part you addressed. So your introduction did not even include the second part, led to talk of even trying to highlight discussion points. Okay. If you missed the class where, yes, some of you who joined later actually uh maybe did not see where I taught the introduction. Okay, yeah. Our forefathers. So in this is the second person. In time past, art has been considered. Okay, I would have preferred you use the word was considered, because you are now reporting the situation was considered in a past format. Uh, an important part of cultures around the world, but recently the perspective of people have changed. Okay, and we tend to consider science, uh, technology, and business more important, okay, than arts. So this is the uh, introductions, the two people who participated, but you did not indicate, the second person did not indicate each discussion point. Okay, for those who are just sending, I hope you are just, if you are just joining the class, fine. But if you are just sending, I will take it and scrutinize it. But you have spent 15 minutes in writing introduction. That's what it means. Yes, that's what it means. And wow, 15 minutes gone. Okay, somebody is adding to our introduction. Okay, I will add it to what you wrote. This is the third person. The problem with this one is that you introduced many concepts that were too taking you far away. Forefathers, fine if you introduce it. The issue was the fact that culture was, if you have told me that, okay, this was because our forefather maybe maybe in their own time, heart was the thing that was trendy. But what you were saying here, many of our forefathers surrendered their lifestyle around art and live within the pleasure derived from it. Technology on its own has brought so many exposure to the present world, and people see it as a, now you are transiting into maybe your discussion point without giving without a reference to current trend. Okay, the person who wrote this second one, you actually did transcribe the first two, but I think your introduction was lacking in the area of number one, you didn't highlight discussion point. Number two, you used some very simple expressions, which I frown at, because this essay, if you continue like this, you might not be able to score more than 6. Yes. Okay, let me check the third one. In time past, art was seen as a crucial part of all different cultures globally. However, people see science, business, and technology more vital than art recently. No doubt, one of the major causes of this is due to availability of modern gadgets in this jet age. Arts can be inculcated in school curriculum. This is not a nice transition. The latter part is not a nice transition. Okay, there was no flow into telling me what that meant. Okay, someone else sent this. Whoa, this is the last I'll be considering. I'm considering because few people actually, maybe you were not prepared. Let me think so, but I actually prepared your mind when I was starting. because I want us to do it as if we are under exam condition. Okay, let me open another slide. At this stage, when you are writing, I want you to be very, very particular about your word usage, because you are not just presenting English for the sake of presenting it, you are presenting it to score a very good grade. Okay, some time passed ago. This is not good. Some time passed, in time passed ago. Okay, I didn't like the introductory statement. Sometimes ago. Oh, sorry, I thought there was some time passed ago. Sometimes ago, art had been considered. I think I will have was considered, I would prefer uh was considered. It's not had been considered. Okay, was considered. I prefer that one, because if you start using past participle here, an important aspect of all global traditional culture, all traditions globally. I would have preferred that. All global traditional culture. You are telling us that culture that are global. No, all tradition culture globally. So I will have, the arrangement is key to, yes, globally. Okay, maybe I will accept the typo error, but you need to uppercase. However, in these modern days, people are now more interested in dynamic. Okay, this is not proper. Are now more interested in in dynamic, are now considered. No, maybe people are now more dynamic. Okay, now considering science, technology, and business more important than art. I will refresh this, please. Uh, okay. Okay. However, in this modern days, people are now more interested. I want to correct something here. However, in these modern days, people are now more dynamic and now considering science. Okay. On this note, technology is now the modern word for many professions. This had brought greater advancement in parastatals, statals. Please watch your spellings, and industries, because your spelling is going to constitute some of the problem. I will equally rate this your introduction 6. Some hash marker can give you 5.5, because there are some things you did not consider. There was no indication of higher expressions anywhere. You just put them in layman's language. Uh, Vital, this one was a bit, I will rate this one maybe like a 6.5 if you continue like this. This one, I want to write an introduction, and I want you to go to it. It's not because my idea will be better, it's because I want you to be deliberate in changing some words. I want to bring the question into focus so that I can be seeing the question. Okay, so let me, sorry, open another slide. I think someone sent the message. I will check it now. So I'm going to write an introduction. And one of the things that you need to consider is the fact that you need to deliberately use higher words and expression. Yeah, those are the things for those who wrote and their writing was clear, the second, the third, and the fourth person, your writing was clear, but you were not deliberate in using higher expressions. Okay. Okay. So in time past, so as simple as that, hats okay, used to be in vogue. Okay, as it was uh, a crucial or a critical part of most, okay, if not all, all traditions and customs around the globe. Okay, okay, so that's my first statement. In time past, arts used to be in vogue. Okay, I'm very deliberate in trying to add those words. That is, it was crucial, it was trendy, as it was a crucial, okay, in most, if not all, traditions and customs around the globe. Okay, however, okay, the trend has been bucked. Okay, I am particular because I know the marker will try to check some of my wording, some of my expressions. You need to be. However, the trend has been bucked. Okay, um, people, okay, are favorably, okay, favorably disposed, disposed, favorably, okay, disposed to the trio of science, business, and technology, holding them in high esteem than hearts. Please, you need to be very, very particular about using higher expressions. Good, I don't call them higher expression now. One person will be laughing. I call them standard. I want you to be more advanced. Okay, you can see in time past, arts used to be in vogue as it was a as it was a, I didn't get this place right, as it was a crucial part of most, if not all, traditions and customs around the globe. However, the trend has been bucked. People are, okay, I didn't get this one right, favorably disposed. Okay, people are now, because I'm using time, uh, more favorably disposed to the trio of science, business, and technology, holding them in high esteem than hearts. Okay, this was the place where most of us just use plain languages. I want you to be very deliberate. Those are the things that count after you've properly presented. Okay, so, okay, so I can say, okay, no thanks to the transformative, maybe power of the three agents of change. Okay, of change, as they have altered the way we communicate, conduct business locally and internationally, as well as, okay, the relative or I don't want to use premium importance placed on them in this generation. Okay, there are three factors that I've mentioned in this generation. One, they have altered the way we communicate, they have altered the way we do businesses, and as well as the premium importance, or I don't need to put important, the premium placed on them in this generation. So these are the things that I said are responsible for people's changing attitudes or preferring hats. Yes. So because my introduction is cumbersome, I don't want to discuss the second part. I will discuss it in a separate paragraph when I'm discussing it in the main body. Okay, so these are the things I want us to learn. When you are writing, you need to be very particular, and then most of us need to go back to our drawing board on vocabulary development. Yes, you need to go back in there. You can't just be replicating. If you are looking towards scoring 6, fine, but if you are aiming high to score 7, 7.5, 8, you need to be very deliberate in your choice of words and expression. And I said it categorically when I was doing vocabulary development. And as a matter of fact, at a particular point in time, we anytime we will write, we will do vocabulary development before the writing. We will be doing that, but one thing I want us to be particular about is when you are writing, you need to amass a lot of vocabulary to express yourself. Most of us, we are used to no thanks is not something new to the transformative power, because this is, I could have used this is because, but is a cause and effect. I said this no thanks to the transformative power of the three agents of change, as they have, okay, altered the way we communicate, conduct businesses locally and internationally, as well as the premium placed on them in this generation. My languages are weighed, and your languages must be weighed. So higher expressions or standard expressions, alternate words and synonyms, embellishments, you need to bring them into your write-up. Okay. For those who have any comments, please, I would like you to send your comment. I think somebody sent a message when we were writing. Okay. I will go back to some people's write-up. I think somebody sent it. Maybe you sent a correction. Okay, this is just a repetition of what you said. The second part, where I criticize, I will go back to it. I think maybe you don't understand why I criticize it. This is it. The part I labeled, you didn't give me a transitory cursor to tell me that you were giving a solution. Okay, so this trend or this can be addressed. Okay, trend can be altered. You see, okay, when, okay, if hats, okay, can be inculcated in school curriculum to tackle this menace? What menace? I would have loved you to use the word this neglect, because as much as menace is a big word, it menace connotes negativity. Okay, it's a neglect. I would have loved you to use the word neglect. If you were talking something about very harsh and negative, then that's why I would love you to use the word menace. But to be very candid, I love the fact that you said inculcated. Okay, vital, crucial. You are using alternate words there. Well, I want you to up the ante of your expression by trying to bring in things that are higher expression. Let me see if I can quickly bring up some write-up so that I can do a refresher. Most of us is absolutely clear that we've not been going back home. We've not been doing vocabulary development. Yes, we have not. It's absolutely or abundantly clear. I'm going to bring uh, some reading passages that some of us has that we've read before, and then just I show them here and see make us to really see that we need to do vocabulary development. I'm trying to pick one of our passages. Yes, I don't want to pick a complex one. If you have done your reading passage, I've told people, even if you cannot uh, do the reading passage, the journal I send per week, why not try your hands on the reading passage that you do? Because they are academic journals. They are academic journals. I wanted to pick a familiar one, but let me pick one of the ones we treated in class yesterday. Okay, I want us to be very particular. I am bringing this back because if I ask us to write the main body now, as a matter of fact, against next class, I would love to see the vocabulary development for last week. I didn't send any tasks this week. Yes, most of us are writing very plain and too laymanish, if there's anything like that. This is one of the paragraph in a sample Ielts reading passage. I said you could start using those reading passages to do your vocabulary development. And yes, the things that are emphasized in vocabulary development are number one, the main idea. I have to go over this. Those who wrote, I am thankful, but you need to now nudge up your write-up. That is, they need to carry good expression. In many people's mind, a woman's career success pale in comparison. You can see, okay, our success are expected to pale in comparison to men's success or to women's success. Comparison to having a family, she says, especially if the woman is single, no matter how great her professional achievements, almost every single one of our conversation with our family will include questions about our romantic life or lack thereof. Okay, the main idea here is trying to tell us that, okay, women's career is always maybe considered to take the back burner in relation to their marital status. That's what this passage is all about. Okay, so women's career taking a back burner. The reason for this main idea is so that you can be able to start your own conversation, because most of these journals use standard expression to start a conversation. Okay, what are the things that were used in higher standard expression? We have things like pale in comparison. Okay, standard, I used to call it higher expression before, higher expressions. Or let's say, okay, standard, yes. So we have pale in comparison. Okay, I want us to use, okay, will include questions about our romantic life or lack of it, there or lack thereof. Okay, romantic life or lack thereof. Okay, someone sent something to me. Okay, Mr. Henry, I've heard, but you just go and let us do. Okay, I am literally saying now, I could literally tell my family I will cure cancer and the conversation will still end with, but are you dating anyone? Okay, can you see that the main idea is the fact that women's career should take taking a back burner, that is should pale in comparison. I use another word to mean pale in comparison here, that should take in back burner. Okay, while covered, this is another expression, societal expectation, covered societal expectation. Okay, covered expectations. Please, we need to use the of some of this inequality. Workplace policy on maternity and paternity leave can hold a lot of the blame. Okay, can hold a lot of the blame. You can say could be blamed for it, can hold a lot of the blame. These are the expressions that I said we need to bring in when you are writing your essay. You need to practice. Okay, so against the next class, please, I am making it mandatory now because I see there's a gap in using good English to convey our expression. There is, I brought this out because main idea I introduced, main idea, higher, this is higher words. Sometimes, or expressions, it is not a single word, it's not big word, it is just some good English expressions that we can bring to improve our score from 6 to 7. Those are the things you need to consider. I wrote this on the spot. Maybe this one should be able to score 7.58 thereabouts. If I want to scrutinize further, yes, if I continue in this fashion. Okay, so conclusion is what, introduction is what we did today. Yes, most of us didn't participate, but be ready to participate next Thursday, please. And please send your vocabulary development ahead. Yes, I want you to be very particular, and I want you to even check the essay that I sent today. So I'll be coming to the end of the class today. We've done introduction for those who said, I didn't join the first time. I have done introduction again today. But what we did today was to write a conclusion. I told us how to write the conclusion. Let me go into that now. This was my conclusion on the essay we've been treating for last week. And because of time, I said, now let's start another process. Some people participated, and those people who participated, I said, why? Some people use some too many plain expression. Let me go into one of them. In time past, art was considered an important part of cultures around the globe, the world. But recently, the perspective of people have changed. Okay, there are some errors. And we tend to consider science and businesses more important. They are good enough. They will score you 6. If you manage to continue 6, 6.5. But if you want to go to the next level, you have to now start, okay, how can I bring in things like art used to be in vogue, okay, as it was a crucial part of most, if not all culture. That is, I'm meaning all culture, but I said most, if not all culture, tradition and customs. These are alternate words and synonyms. However, the trend has been bucked. That is, the trend has changed. You can see that this person only used however nowadays, as people are now more favorably disposed to the trio. Can you see? Trend has been bucked, favorably disposed to the trio of to the trio. These are the things that will stand your essay out, holding them in high esteem. Okay, some of us repeated the word important again. No thanks to the transformative power of the three agents of change, as they have altered. Can you see? Instead of saying this is because I have transited, that this is why they are popular. No thanks. No thanks is a cause and effect, telling the marker that this is the reason for their popularity. So I am using this word too. Most of us have seen this expression in vocabulary development we've done maybe in the first few classes. So now, as part of the rudiments, I think before we do any class, we will be doing vocabulary development, because in the first 6, 7 classes we did, I made it a golden rule to do it. But over time, maybe because of time factor, we weren't moving fast. But now I'm not in a hurry, because the thing that we have come to the end of another season in writing. But next class, we are going to do vocabulary development. We continue to write the main body. No thanks to the transformative power, okay, of the three agents of change, as they have, I now started saying this is it. They have altered the way we communicate, conduct businesses locally, and as well as the premium. These are the three factors placed, sorry, I missed them. So the premium placed. So those are good expression or that the marker is looking for to award you great marks. Your punctuation, your tenses, yes, they will be looked into. So please, that is it for tonight. We've done conclusion, and again we've done another introduction. Next week we'll be writing the main body to this essay. Please send your vocabulary development. As a matter of fact, I'm going to ask in class, and we will do vocabulary development. I'm coming back to that. The first 8 classes we did. You need to start putting that. I think the essay that paid attention, the person whose introduction paid attention to that was this. Okay, but it needs to still improve a bit. Okay, so that's the lecture for tonight. That's the lecture. I highlighted 3 things: conclusion, introduction, and some parts of vocabulary development. I think we will do it again next class before we go into writing the main body. Please do it on your own. So that's it for tonight. We'll be meeting again on Tuesday for, I think we've concluded reading. We'll start listening, but Thursdays is for writing. Totally dedicated to writing. We will continue to write until we get it right. Okay, so good night and have a nice night.